Everyone, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today we just really want to get some more sciencey things done. In fact, we probably need to get some of our resources going, so let's get that sorted now. Because a few places have terrible resources due to mostly terrible planning on my part. So let's get those sorted, and while we're getting those sorted, we can see what else we can get sorted. So, first off, we need to go to Perseus, because Perseus is bad. No, not Perseus Orbit. Is Perseus actual? We're going to be a little short on electricity, but hopefully it's manageable because we do not really have a lot of steam in here. Should be fine. Doesn't matter. Space train will get us where we need to go, hopefully. Okay, so while that's happening, we can start on the next level of sciences, which Omnium cable. We do already have those coming in, which is nice. Cryonite rods. We're gonna need to request those, and everything else will sort of work itself out from there. Okay. Oh, and science is gonna just keep happening. That's good. Rocket survivability, rocket cargo packs, maybe. Let's do some basic sciences, just to get things flowing. Okay, so where do we start? The most difficult one is going to be this one, so let's start with the most difficult one, superconductivity data, which needs electromagnetics facilities. And I don't know if we've got any of those available, so we're just gonna put it down and see what happens. And then we do need to get holmium cables, which we do have in abundance. That's nice. I like abundance of cables. And we're probably going to need blank data cards as well. We do, but that is of course fairly easy fix. And then we also need cryonite rods, which that is actually, oh, we did have electromagnetics facilities. Well, that's exciting. Okay. So the things are slowly getting built, which is very nice. Very appreciating these robots going out of their way to get stuff done when I'm so mean to them most of the time. Let's see. Holmium, blank data cards, and cryonite. Do we need holmium for anything else? Not yet. Okay. What we probably can do is, do we have any cryonite rods around here? I feel like the answer is no. Cryonite rods is not something we've needed to use for this. Cryonite rods, do. No, we haven't needed cryonite rods for anything yet. Okay. Well, we'll put some things down there and request the cryonite rods, and that'll sort itself out eventually. And we are doing, of course, superconductivity data, which is going to do the usual things of giving me nice things and things I don't really want as well. And while this is all happening, of course, we are still flying through space. And so that's pretty... Oh, that's going to give me -10. That's irritating. -10 is actually probably around here somewhere. I was kind of expecting it to be 25 degrees, but nope. Guess not. 10 degrees. Or -10 degrees specifically. Okay. Sure. So I don't know why the first thing we're doing is getting the -10 degree stuff sorted, but I guess it's good. Good to get some of the things out of the way first. Okay. And we'll do it that way. way we know there's room. Okay. And that more or less gets the stuff where I need it. So we got a lot of, oh, actually, worker speed is probably good to have. So let's, faster bots means less moving around, which means less attrition in theory. That's the theory I'm going to go with. Oop, okay, and then we do that. We may have wanted to have two of these. Suppose we could have two of these. It would just be a bit more like that. Hey Veldak, how you doing? You do seem to show up everywhere, don't you? Here I am just checking out another Factorio stream. It's like, oh, Veldak's here too. And that's totally cool. Promise I'm not jealous. Alright then. Oh, look, I'm doing fantastically, thank you. Okay, so let's land on Perseus just real quick. And what we're going to do is we're going to set... Do I have an accumulator? I do. Nice. Ah, that explains everything. What we're going to do is we're going to have an accumulator here. Okay, and the accumulator can be set up to a box. Well, not to a box, but to a stack inserter. Okay, and then that can go out. Oh wow, you are making real big progress. Impressed. Okay, so if accumulator, if A is ever less than or equal to 1, then we got problems. It is known that we got problems at that point. Yeah, energy 3 doesn't seem like it's going to be too difficult. I'm about midway through that now. Oh, and can we... Yes. Uranium fuel cells. The other one's just going to come back into here. Not much I can do about that. Oh wow, the bots are here earlier than usual today. Wait, was that saying Colt? Oh look, the spam bot, they've got to earn their keep as much as anyone else, so can't really be angry at them for that. Yeah, everyone's got to get paid. Spam bots are no exception, I suppose. Okay. So once that grabs some uranium, and we're going to also override the stack size and just have it to 1. In that case, we could just use a regular filter inserter, but... Okay, it's going to move very slowly. You can do it, buddy! You can put it on the belt. Fair enough. Go, 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 go. I believe you can do it. No, wait, it's not going to help even if you can. Go, go, yay! It did it. Oh, now these ones have to slowly try and grab it. I forgot it was a 2-part system. Well, shit. Do I have any, like, regular... No, I got no other solar panels. That's fine. The point is, it'll, as long as nighttime doesn't approach a lot faster than I'm expecting it to. It's trying so hard. Like, I don't know how many degrees it's getting a second, but it's certainly not 364 degrees per second. Oh, it's going! Go! So is that one as well, which is probably not great. As soon as power comes into there, I imagine everything will just start clicking along pretty quickly. Oh, just put it in there. Just put it in. Oh, something coming out as well. That's fine. That's probably a good idea. And we are good. Everything starts powered up again. We're getting more power. It's going to keep dropping these off at the moment. That makes sense. And as soon as I can grab one of those, all the power should be running. The accumulator should be charging, in theory. Accumulator will charge when it gosh darn feels like it, I suppose. I don't really have a plan for this stuff, which I probably should do at some point. Good plans are pretty good. Also, that is entirely out of power, which I hadn't really considered that being a problem. I never really expected to be on the planet for that long. And yet, here we are. And the accumulator is charged up. Accumulator is at 100%, which means we should be good. And everything should just run along for a while. And this should fill up with iridium like it's supposed to. Ah, what the shirt, Seif? Excellent, Veldak. Good choice. Today's what the shirt. Yeah, we have a cat that is sort of an atom, but it's also got some sauce on me. Shoot, that's not great. Anyway, irrelevant. We've got a cat that's sort of around an orbital of planets. It's like a nucleus, but it's also a solar system. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this one, but it's a cool cat, and I like it a lot. And that is to what the shirt. It does have to include a cat. Most of my shirts are either including cats or something Marvel references. Or video game references. I was going to wear a new shirt today, but I thought I was going to be doing some packing. You may notice, thank you very much. I will tell my wife you said that and she'll appreciate it because she picks all my shirts. um, but yeah, we were doing some boxing up of stuff today, which is why I've made the camera frame a little smaller because if you look behind me, it looks like I'm some sort of hoarder because we found a bunch of bags and we're not quite sure what to do with them yet. And I don't know if I want those in frame, so they're not in the frame today. But anyway, what was this ship? This was the Big Mistake. That's right. The Big Mistake has had a few versions of it now. And at some point, we're going to need to deal with these core fragments. That's probably going to be a new Big Mistake. We're going to revitalize this ship another day very soon, and then it'll be good. So we need to get this ship back to probably Novice because it's going to need a lot more fuel. Going to need a lot more battery. It's only got 1.4K battery right now, so we're going to need to go grab some more steam. Okay, and while we are doing that, we can go back to here, keep building. Okay, and that's going to be that stuff. There appears to be some things that we don't actually have in my inventory that I thought we would have by now. It's a little bit problematic, but you know what? That's just life sometimes. Sometimes you don't have everything in your inventory you thought you'd have by now. And that can probably be moved just a tad. Okay. So not everything's going to be built while doing this, of course, because it does appear that the drones don't have things available to them. They should, but they don't. Okay, so that'll get that mostly done. We still need to get the cryonite rods. which aren't seeming to come in for weird reasons. We can get cryonite rods though, if we just be a bit sneaky. I thought we could, but now I'm not so sure. I just need a little bit more landfill, and that's really not happening. And I think we want to move this a little bit further away, just so that way, hopefully a few less drones get sucked into the rat when it leaves. And yeah, we've got a slight problem with that, it's okay. And then the holmium cables, I assume holmium is going to be needed for some other electrical sciences later. That's not science. Useful though. Force field data, that's 2. We've already got force field data. I guess not. That might be it for holmium at this point. At least for science. Okay. Okay, so that more or less makes that. It's also going to make junk data cards and contaminated scrap. What is the plan we have for contaminated scrap? We're just sort of throwing it this way, aren't we? Yeah, we need to probably have a better plan for that very soon. But we're not there yet. We'll get there. Okay. So then I believe the plan is that we just junk data goes that way. Yeah, but so does everything else. Okay. And put some power poles down because I've heard good things about power poles. And that is one thing done. We are so low on steam. We are moving very slowly. At this rate, this is going to take an hour. Okay, that's not great. Can we improve that? We can slightly improve that. But we are still going to be in space for quite some time at this current rate. Uh, because, yeah, we have no steam. If we get rid of that, well, we get rid of the lasers and that speeds us up quite significantly. Okay, well, that's good. Ion engine, sure. Space probe launcher, sure. The problem we're going to have with doing this is if a big rock hits us, we're going to be in trouble. Like what just happened. How far are we from... Oh god, yeah, no, we can't do that. Okay, so we do need the lasers. That much is known. And we're going to need to rebuild this a little bit because we have put ourselves in a bad place. We're going to have to cut the nose off my ship. And we're just going to be slow, unfortunately. Well, not that slow, I suppose. It's going to be tricky. That was my fault for not having enough steam on this plane, though. Okay, so the space train is just going to do its damn best, but it's still going to take a very long time for us to get home. That's okay. We knew the risks. Actually, we didn't, but if I say we knew the risks, then it's like everyone goes, wow, he thought about this. But he didn't. He really didn't. Okay, superconductivity data still can't be completed until... Oh wait, it is done. Cool. That's in the way again. Honestly, I'm getting kind of used to that being in the way. Okay, and I don't think we need anything after that, so we can probably... I don't think we need holmium after that either. That probably does make things easier. Okay, and then that should get my cryolite. And that also makes my superconductivity data, well, almost. Conductivity, make it go that way, and we're going to have everything else that's not superconductivity go this way. Because it's a little bit of a garbage line. Okay, but that's decent. We sometimes do actually move at a fair clip, so that's nice. We will make it home one day with minimal energy. One day I would like to be able to generate uh, electricity myself on this thing. Oh dear, no, 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 no. Ah, jeez. That's gonna leave a big hole as well. Oh, it didn't quite. That's neat. But the ship's getting there. Okay, so now that we've got that sorted, it's time to get the next one. Which, what's the next easy one? Ion stream we already make. I know that. We might need to make a lot more of it for future, but for now, definitely need to make a lot more of it right now, actually. Okay, well, let's just make more of it now. It's particle accelerator and copper. Ugh. And these things take up a lot of juice. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So that should make, well, proton stream. Proton stream we have. So we can use, let's do that one. That one is quark data and it uses a particle collider, which who knows if we have those available, but if we do, we can use them, and if we don't, well, we'll figure it out. And we need to probably get rid of those for the moment. And just reconnect it. We may very well have a problem very soon that there's just not enough protons, but that's okay. You know, in a world of protons, you're allowed to be negative on sometimes. Nigon? Hmm. Sounds like I'm saying something far, far worse there. Gotta be careful with that. Don't want to be so negative about protons, that's for sure. Oh yeah, particle colliders will absolutely kill your power if you're not careful. That is very true. I experienced that one for sure. Oh, quark data is also going to need fluids. That's gonna get a bit trickier than I expected. The good news is we are back at... Oh, are we back at Novus? Why have we stopped? There's a hole in my ship. I think we're gonna lose that bit, that's alright. Can we just stop doing it, please? Oops. Have we stopped again? I don't think we've got a hole in the ship this time. Or do we? No, I think we do. Have a minor hole in the ship. Oops. Oh, and I've flown out of the ship by mistake. That happens sometimes. It happens to the best of us. What that means is we do need that wall there. Okay, we have any doors? No, I think we're kind of out of cool spaceship stuff. Okay. Where are we fine? We're sort of okay. We could probably get rid of this as well, and that'll give us a little bit more power. I'm really worried about that hitting the ship. It might just miss. It did. Yeah, the big mistake is having some problems right now. That's alright. It'll get there eventually. In the meantime, let's just keep trying to build. No, I don't actually know the order that it wants these things in, which is kind of frustrating. I know it wants super cooled, which is down here, and I know it wants the warm gross thermofluid, which is sort of here. And it wants everything else as well. Wait, where's the super cool? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we should be more or less okay. We just need to get up there to finish the job. Thankfully, the space train has entered the novice well, so it's getting that shit together now. Don't do it! Okay. It's just a very slow journey with not enough solar panels. And we just can't build any, I'm pretty sure. Because we are lacking almost everything, to be honest. That's not great. I could bring another ship to help us, but quite frankly, I don't think that's going to help too much. But occasionally we get some distance and we will get there eventually. Maybe what I might do, put a constant combinator here real quick. And just put a speed limit on this thing for like slow. because, quite frankly, we don't want to go too fast. We don't want to cause damage to the ship if we can help it. It does, of course, mean that the ship is going to take forever to get anywhere, but 3 might be pushing it. Maybe 5. But it will get there, and that's what matters. Put a couple of accumulators out there. Yeah, so the big mistake is struggling right now, but that's okay. I don't call it the big mistake for no reason, that's for sure. Okay, so quark data is more or less done. Ion stream, we're getting sorted now. Particle stream. Okay, particle colliders. More particle colliders, I think. Quark data just needs these bad boys, which are easily obtainable, regardless of the badness of the boy. And honestly, we can probably just copy that whole system like just exactly like that. I'm pretty sure they all very much the same. And let me guess, that one's going to need a particle accelerator as well. Particle collider, rather. We don't want to accelerate the particles, we just want them going real fast. And, well, we don't even want them. No, we don't want them to go fast, we just want them to crash. Probably even go to 10. 10 should be okay. I was worried about the steam problems. If I could have done anything about that, who knows? In the meantime, the big mistake is coming through. No. Oh no. Big mistake has had a slight problem. It's got no batteries. There's one person who actually put his head into a particle accelerator. I can't imagine that ended well for him. Okay, so the space train is stuck in space, as is the big mistake. This is great. This is what I love to see. 2 ships just absolutely stuck. This one needs a way to get some battery, like some solar panels into it. And we really can't go and get it until until this one gets back to Novus, really. But it is one more place to go and then we'll get there. So it's almost there. I need to make sure everything's got solar panels just as a backup and more than one. Like, we need good solar panels, not these little shitty ones. Okay, well, that's a lesson for another time, I suppose. Well, it's a lesson for literally this time. But it is going. You can see it moving. Okay, so that makes me feel a little bit better about the whole situation. Not great. Like, certainly I could feel better about everything, but... Really? Oh. Okay, the first part was like, he ended up fine, half his face visibly without wrinkles or aging. That there is the concerning part. That's what you don't want to experience. You know, when they talk about anti-aging, they don't usually mean by putting your head in a particle collider, or particle accelerator rather. But you know, all things considered, sounds like it could have gone far, far worse. Well, that sounds like a ship just arrived. That is probably a ship arriving on Or was it a ship leaving? Might have been a ship leaving going back to Novice. Quite frankly, I don't know. Oh, maybe it was the scrap ship? The Scrappy? Or maybe Scrappy coming back. It was Scrappy coming back. That's what it was. Okay, Anatoly Vygotsky. I mean, could you get any more like Russian sounding name? He's still alive. Huh. Reportedly saw a flash brighter than 1,000 suns. Damn, that's badass. Terrifying. You probably don't want to intentionally do that, but still kind of badass. Okay, it's going to be another minute or so before that ship arrives. That is fine. I don't really have anything else to build here until I get back into space, which shouldn't be too long. I really I've just got to wait for this to finish. There's no reason for me to do that other than just a bit of fun. And this will be arriving in about 40 or so seconds. You know what? No, I was about to say, like, let's just turn off the limiter and just go for it, but that's how you lose while so close. Oh, this looks lovely. All the planets look kind of the same. Oh, Kamal looks like a little bit of a hellhole that it is. It knows what it is. Okay. Good to be back on solid land in a moment. Right. So let's land this ship back somewhere safe. There's a particular place I like to put it, because that'll give it both fuel and steam. And if you lock it in right there, should be fine. Okay, it's a little bit off, but that's all right. So I was going to refuel it, which is nice. I like fuel. And don't have anything other than space pipe. Well, that's fine. We're using space pipe then, aren't we? Okay, so mistakes were made that we can rectify now. We have some of these big solar panels over here, and I'm just going to steal them right now. Not the best ones, but it'll do. Like, I mean, it does what, 400 instead of 60? For the cost of being a little bit bigger. So there is a cost, of course, but I mean, with a little bit of ingenuity, it's not really a problem. And put another laser in there. And we can, it's probably fine. Doesn't matter too much if it's using that. Okay, and fuel is coming in. Okay, then we need to figure out how to get to the big mistake, because that's got jammed up. I'm just happy the space train came back. Oh, we can ditch that. Okay, so let's go to novice orbit. So yeah, we got 2 megawatts of power now, fairly reliably. That's a little bit more good. Okay. Now we just need to figure out how the heck we're going to power that ship. So it is the big mistake. I mean, honestly, sometimes my names are very bad. The big mistake, it is designed well, except for the fact that it's got no place for a solar panel. If we pull this out, that'll give us a little bit more room. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to need some floors. Because after all, we've all got a couple of flaws in our lives, don't we? And we will assemble these actually while we're thinking about it. Because we can, and it's good to get these things at least done while we can. It does take up a lot of things. Like, that's the bonus of like when doing C block. They really thought about, oh, how much land are they going to want to produce? And the answer was all of it. And they're like, okay, well, let's just bigger stacks. Bigger stacks of land is probably good. Okay. Are we done here? There's still a bit more, huh? I also can't see what's not done and what is done, but that's all right. Okay, let's go get some cryo all night. Look, 100 will suffice. Yeah, it doesn't. It's because it's a very heavy material. That's the way you can look at it. Beryl stacks way smaller, like way more than you'd think, because it's a lighter material. Like everything makes sense when you consider how dense the material is supposed to be. Okay. And personally, I just kind of like that the denseness of the material affects stack sizes. Well, even it'll stop clock me right once a day. Twice a day, god damn it. Damn it. No! That's not an okay thing to get wrong. Gets complimented, proves the compliment was completely pointless. Okay. So I want particle accelerators or the colliders? I always forget. I don't know. I don't have radars over there. Yeah, I could just say, oh, it's a 24-hour clock, which is how a stop clock me right once a day. But I always find that phrase interesting. Even a stop clock me is right twice a day. Because the idea is a clock that's fast or slow is just right all the time. So if it's not doing anything, it's going to be right occasionally. But if it's doing it wrong, it's just going to keep doing it wrong. That's the only logic I can take from that. I don't know if that's the logic I'm supposed to take from it, but it's what I do take away. Okay. So I need to remember what they're called. Particle colliders. Okay, and we need them. The good news is it should just be building them. Laser turrets are going to be required. So let's just build laser turrets. Apparently got many stacks of gun turrets. I don't know if they're going to be needed, but hey, there they go. Alright, I think it's time to try and get my Erudite ship back. So we take the big nope, this isn't the big mistake. This is the space train, and its goal is going to be big mistake. Now we've got plenty of steam, so it shouldn't be a problem. We've got everything we need. We just need to fly back to it. Okay. Would have loved to build one of those things so I actually knew how to connect them properly. But the good news is that should more or less work at this time. They are going to output thermofluid, yeah, but they're only going to output the like one type of data, which is super useful. I appreciate that. So that means I don't need to split anything, I just need to collect them. And then figure out how the hell everything else works. Okay, we're almost at the big mistake. My flat solar panel is generating 2 megawatts of power. Heck yeah. Well, unfortunately, it's going to have to go into the asteroid belt, but that's all right. We will get there. I mean, if I had a nuclear reactor in one of these ships, like this, I'd actually be able to have rooms, and that would be lovely. Like, I've seen how big some of these ships get. Um, we're clearly not there yet, but we will get to bigger ships. Like a fuel room or an engine room would be lovely. But, you got to get to that before you get too excited. I mean, you could have a whole manufactorium in this thing and just fly around, and proper spaceship should have a warp reactor or be powered by 0-point module. Yeah, it's valid. Okay, so we're gonna stop you. I think I see what you're trying to do. Then we need to go to the big mistake, which its target needs to be the space train. Okay, then we board the big mistake. Discover new spaceship, big mistake. Okay, now I do want this to not be... it's not really going anywhere useful right now anyway. Now it's got 2.9 gigajoules or gigawatts, gigawatts. Ooh, it's not that good. Megawatts of power. We go back into the space train. Quite frankly, I don't trust that. A big mistake to be able to get anywhere useful. And with that, it can go back to novice. It shouldn't have a problem with that. A little light on fuel, but it should be okay. Okay, good. And with that, this ship can go back to novice orbit. I really might just make a ship that has ion energy engines just that can go recover other ships. I'll call it the tugboat or something. Or just the tugger. I don't know. Or do I just give it a like dodgy name? Probably shouldn't. Totally could though. Okay, so space train is faster than the big mistake. That's fine. It's got more engines. That does make sense. So we've got to make sure that my ships don't. So they've got to have steam vents so they can power themselves, and then also a way that they don't completely get stuck if the steam runs out. Sure, I don't anticipate it to be moving fast, but there was a lot of mistakes that happened with the big mistake. A lot of things that shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have run out of power on Perseus. And quite frankly, I mean, that might be something that just keeps happening. Just every now and then. At least until we upgrade the big mistake to be able to get uranium, which for that we need to probably actually have a uranium train on Novice. Hmm. Okay, we should be there any second now. Yep, 19 seconds away. Good, good. Power output we're getting is about 10 megawatts. Yeah. Yeah, anchor to Novice orbit. Just anchor to wherever it usually goes, which is around here somewhere. Looks good. Looks like it's going somewhere useful. Okay. So let's get those particle colliders that we were building. How many do we need? 6 of them, I believe. And then we also need nope, particle accelerators. Don't know if we've got any of those available. I'm sure the base will tell me if we do. The big mistake's coming in. That's got a lot of iridium, which is going to be really good to have that actually made. And one more? 2 more. Ooh, we might be short on low densities. Okay, what's going on here? Why are we short on low densities? That shouldn't even be possible. Oh, the ship parts are being made. Okay. I was just worried the ship parts weren't being made again, but they are. Alright, well that's what we've got then. Two particle accelerators though, so that's nice. Okay, so that was quark data. Um, hmm. Maybe we move it one couple more up. Just to make things a little bit smoother. Five, that's a 7. I see, I thought it was going to come with the side there for a moment there. That's all right. Okay, so that gets my proton streams in there, and all we need to do now is, well, we need to connect, all we need to do. Yeah, there's only one more thing we need to do, right? More than one more thing. Okay, that gets that made, and then we just need to get the warm gross thermo fluid out, which is both warm and gross. All right. That is about where we wanted this. They are not both running, but now they are. These things take 10 megawatts. Okay, we are going to efficiency module the heck out of those. Because 10 megawatts of power is just a little bit too much. And with that, we have quarks. We do need to filter just quarks away. Other way, please. That way, all the crappy other stuff can go into here. Quark data can go up there. Now, this one, I kind of want to keep exactly the same as that. So, and then we want to do the exact same thing for the other side. Space transport belt is in the way. We'll get out of the way, space transport belt. Not difficult. All right, and we're going to pull that apart just real quick, just so we can set it up again. Cool. Of course, we don't want quark data again. We've already got quarks. We need, I don't know, entanglement? Entanglement. This one's pretty easy to make. And we do need to make more of these cool blue steam, which is going to need copper, which, hey, look at that, it's copper right here. That's convenient. And every now and then, just copper's just going to be thrown into here for no reason. I mean, I say for no reason, like the reason's actually quite clear, but it's nice to say for no reason because it sounds like, ooh, it shouldn't be here. It's mysterious how it all works. It's not mysterious, it's just science. Okay, and if we can 7 or something here. Okay. Now we are going to need to make more of these different length pipes. These different length pipes are neat. I really like them. I would like I would just like more of them. They're just really fun to use. Okay, and with that, we have our stuff. Behold our stuff. Now, as much as I would love to put the ion stream in here, I don't know if that's necessarily required. But then again, maybe it's good to have. Maybe it's good to have everything on one line. And there's a line that we could probably use there. Yeah, let's get it all into one line just to be convenient. Nope, a ship just arrived or left. God, I love the bamf sound it makes. Such a nice bassy sound. If I take a guess, it's probably the scrap ship. Scrappy. I probably don't need to do it that way. Okay, awesome. So that should start making more ion stream, which I don't know how much of it we need, but it's good to have more of it regardless. And it doesn't take that much copper either, which is nice. I guess we're gonna need it when we get the ion engines, aren't we? That's okay. We'll plan for that day when it comes. Because it is just another type of fuel. Oops. Always important to fly sideways while doing that bit. And then, of course, finally, after all this is said and done, we will need to figure out how to connect the last little bits. If there is one more gas or fluid, some energy jibbity jabber that is required. But generally, I think we're good. Oh, we still need to get the thermofluid in here. Okay, not really difficult. And if I take a guess, I'd say the other one probably needs it as well. Probably. I don't know why it wouldn't. Of course it does. See? Why you take guesses. Sometimes you're right. Okay. Come on. There we go. We're going to have the same problem with the thermofluid, the warm stuff that doesn't really have a way of going anywhere. But again, same way, that can be fixed. And that is a little too close. Oh wait, why don't we just do this just for a moment? And it gets most of the warm, gross thermofluid out of there. And we do need to have the correct stuff, which is entanglement data. Oh. And then finally, last little bit. Well, not quite last little bit, I suppose, because we do still need to make one more type of thing, which is particle stream, which needs to be made out of sand. Ah, jeez. Okay. Usually sand doesn't cause me to just be so, like, frustrated with life, but today, totally is going to do that to me. Okay. So, honestly, is particle stream used for anything else? Oh yeah, it's used for like 20 other. Wait, what? It's used for like leptin and annihilation data and antimatter stream, which that seems useful. Um, Boson data, and then it's used for matter fusion, which, quite frankly, I don't think that's a problem. Oh, and it's used for making. Okay, so there's a few things it's needed for apparently. Okay. How do we make it? We need to make it in a particle accelerator. Well, do we have another particle accelerator? I would be surprised if the answer was yes, but maybe it is. But as I said, I'd be surprised if the answer is yes. Uh, all right. Does not look like it. Second. Spaceship everywhere. Oh, hell yeah, spaceship everywhere. Speaking of which, that spaceship ever get home? I never really thought to look for it. I mean, that's the smart way of doing it, absolutely. Looks like it did get back home. And looks like it got filled with stuff. And good evening. It is evening where I am, but good morning, whatever time of the day it is. I guess it'd be morning for you, right? Morning for most people. Okay, that's looking good. Holmium is becoming a problem, I believe. Low density structures, probably not doing great either. Wait, is there a spaceship in orbit right now? Oh, it's the big mistake. It's going back. Okay, cool. That's what we wanted. 10 a.m.-ish. Well, there you go. Uh, we need still a couple more of these. We just don't have the low densities for it. We're going to turn off the personal robot for the moment. Because what really matters more than anything else is that this one is started. Not right on stream. Because we need to make... Oh, Lepton data was the one. Okay. Do I not have construction bots? I do. In fact, I've got way more than I should have. Okay. So we need sand, which is crushing stone, and material testing packs. Okay. Material testing packs are easy. They're down here. And we can fly those wherever's required, I suppose. It doesn't need too many, so yeah, it should be alright. I'm just going to press every key for the moment, and hopefully something works. Ah. Function includes not that glitchy, is it? At least it didn't used to be. I understand there's a certain level of weirdness to it. That's the polite term for it, right? A bit of weirdness. And also, we don't need these blank data cards, so please take them away. Oh, the physics are a bit glitchy, that is true. I will not deny the glitchiness of the occasional glitchiness of the physics in that game. You know, I think it might be good. Putting some of that rocketry data in a chest. One thing I like about this mod is just the ships launching whenever they gosh darn feel like it. Like, that's just nice. Infinite storage loop filters, drowned electrolyzers. Okay, there's a few issues. I always like about the way that you store food indefinitely by just throwing in carbon dioxide. That's always funny to me. I suppose that's exactly what you're talking about though, isn't it? Um, oh, ship just came in or left. Probably Scrappy. Yeah, Scrappy's back. I say why do we not have threes, but it's probably only making threes. Yeah, it is. We're having a shortage of energy science twos. Why is that? Doesn't seem like there's a very good reason for it aside from it's just slow. So just speed it up then. Problem solved. Data cards. Oh, data cards. That is always an issue, isn't it? Lack of iron. Okay, well, where's Rat? Rat should be bringing us some iron very soon. Problem is, Rat doesn't have enough fuel. We do need to find a way to fuel Rat faster. Oh, really? The CO2 thing doesn't work anymore? No! That's disappointing. I loved that. Oh well. Time to learn a new trick, I suppose. Ion stream is collecting. That's good. You have fridge. Oh, okay. You need CO2 and cooling. Okay. Okay, so that means you just can't have infinite food anymore, which I guess makes sense. Food was having a bit too easy a go in the base game. We plasma stream. Okay, well, that's easy enough. Oh yeah, high husbandry is pretty good. What are you farming at the moment? Hatches, or are you doing something else at the moment? Oh, no, not that. Oh, really? I thought you got husbandry by. It makes sense that you get husbandry by patting. Oh, by grooming them. Nice. Clearly, I do not know that game as well as I thought I did. Low density is continuing to be a problem, seems. You know what? We're gonna build some low densities in space. We have insufficient plastic. Is plastic a problem? Kinda. No, plastic's not really a problem. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not Factorio, but very few games are, I suppose, in the long run of things. Yeah, it's just not a lot of low densities coming through. That's probably a concern. Oh yeah? How interesting is K2? Hey Dagu, how are you doing, buddy? I hope you are doing well. You did miss What the Shirt, but you know what? You get a sneak peek What the Shirt because it was pretty early on in the stream. Sneak peek. It's just like a cat. Like it's kind of an orbital cat, but it's also like a chemistry thing. But there's planets around it. I don't know. It's the cat atom. The world goes around it. What? The sound effect totally did work. I heard it. I heard it meow. That's how I knew you were doing things. The catum. Yeah, but the weird thing is, like planets and a moon around it. Also, there's some pasta sauce on it as well, but that has nothing to do with the shirt. That's just because I'm a messy eater. Yeah, the meows are working. Just check one more time. Really? I am very clearly hearing the meow. Okay, what's going on there then? Oh, really? That's interesting. Everything is the same on my side. Uh, so you don't hear that? Huh. Interesting. Huh. I'm not sure why that is. Everything is working. Hang on, let me try this. Oh yeah, it doesn't, that's not registering at all. What the heck? Yeah, you're right, it is not doing it. Hmm. Well, it seems to be working now. If anything, a little too loudly. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't aware that was happening. Okay, well then, does the meow work now? That's the real big thing. Does it move? No, I'm not. I'm sure the cow's working. Valdek, you could have totally trolled me on that, and I was like, looks like I have to make sounds again. But no, everyone is very honourable, and I respect that. Okay, thank you, everyone. I think when I was messing around with my computer earlier, it had a weird glitch where it thought the sound was coming from a thing that isn't real. No, we're not doing CFX. I'll do CFX on Saturday. How about that? For the long stream on Saturday, we'll bring CFX back for a day. Cats aren't real. That is true. Cats aren't real. Like, it's a classic mistake. People think cats are real, and that's the danger. Now, sorry, Valdek, you said something very important before. I found the short explanation. It's Catum. Cat's a nucleus of your atomic universe. Well, that makes sense. It does make a lot of sense. I always like when people are trying to tell me that cats suck because they're complete assholes, and I'm like, yeah, but that's why I like cats. Like, they are complete assholes, but that's what I find endearing about them. JWST launch? I was at a ship. I didn't see it. Sorry. But I'm glad to hear that it went perfectly. Space travel is a very interesting thing. I just never really get around to watching the launches. Whose ship is JWST? Assuming I've understood what's going on properly here. I assume it's some billionaires. If I'm wrong and it's like NASA's, I mean, that's way more interested in what NASA's doing. Oh, awesome. What is it looking for? Or is it just sort of looking around and seeing what it finds? You know what? I would probably prefer it if it was like... Drone collapsed. It looks far in time. Oh, it's a time-traveling machine. That's way cooler than anything I could have predicted. Okay, exactly. All telescopes are time-traveling machines. That is a valid point. I suppose they are. Can't really deny that. Even if I'd want to. Which I don't. Because it's true. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Cats just don't give a shit. And that is their endearing quality. You know? I mean, ask Dagu, he's got 2 wonderful cats, and they're just dicks. One of them is, at least. I know that. I don't know about the other one. Haven't questioned him on the other one. background radiation is a picture of the Big Bang. Awesome. It's always just trying to figure out how everything started, and that's cool, kind of cool. Okay, so we almost have this done. Now we just need to get it over there. So, not spoilers for anyone, this is not spoiler territory, but I just wanted to ask, people seen the new Spider-Man? Because I liked it, it's pretty good. Still haven't seen Eternals, but I liked the Spider-Man. We were able to see it, like, we were able to go into the cinema to watch it, and I was like, yes! I will go to the cinema to watch the Spider-Man, and have to wear a mask. I mean, I was gonna say I really am digging what Marvel's doing at the moment, but then again, I'm absolutely a shill for Marvel these days, so it doesn't even matter. My opinion is irrelevant. Okay, so that will get me my stuff when it gets around to it. And probably need to go get some power poles, I think. Ditch these quarks. Science is still occasionally happening, which is pretty nice. I'm a big fan of occasionally happening science. It appears that I need to ditch a bunch of stuff in my inventory, which I don't know how I collected, but it's there. And those, right. Now, what did I need? I mean, aside from the usual stuff. Oh, power poles, that's right. Power poles. Oh, I am running out of power poles up here. Okay, and so all we need now is just a little bit of goodness. You know, in the form of some iron, I think. And so that's going to be the rat. And the rat is a slow lad. It doesn't really get the fuel it needs. Yeah, we really should connect it up to here somewhere. Try and get the fuel a little bit faster, because those tanks are full. And what I'm worried about is I don't think the Boros is shockingly bad. I think we need to get launch delayed. Oh wait. No, we're fine for Beryl at the moment. I think Beryl is not an issue. Unless it's an issue for a different reason. Beryl's not an issue. Just keep harvesting the Beryl, guys. Fine. Okay. So landfill is what we need now. Probably some supercomputers as well, which we have 4 of. Any more than that? Probably not. Probably enough. No, I don't know. I think 4 will be enough for now. Okay, space platform scaffolding. And I think actually when we're done with this, we're going to go back to novice to make sure the rat gets more fuel. Not entirely fond of the rat getting not enough fuel. Okay. In fact, nothing's going to happen right now anyway, because if I do this, that makes the comprehensive energy catalogs. Put those around. Steel does stack way better than barrels, I'll agree with that. Like steel just does not stack properly. There we go. Okay, cool. At some point, like, I know I had big steel problems as well for a while, but then at some point what happens is everything starts resolving itself, and then you just don't have enough steel and you have to start importing it again. Some would say that's fine, but kind of annoying to have to import things. And that goes like that. Cool, and that is going to be the wrong stuff. That's got to be leptin. Leptin data. Ja, mein leptin. Okay. Now, the problem we're immediately going to run into here is the fact that none of this is actually going to work. At least not without iron. So I think we're going to take the space train and we're going to go fix up the rat. What we're going to do as well, we're going to do something really cool this time, because I've remembered about it, is we're going to ditch all this stuff that we just don't need on the land. Yeah? Okay, you liking this so far? And then I'm going to take a bunch of this stuff and take it back with us. That's probably too much. I really want the pipes. That's way too much. And we'll take the yellow belts and we'll take some of the red stuff as well so they can be upgraded. Okay. Let's take this bad boy out for a spin to novice. Not a long spin, let's be honest. But it's a spin all the same. Space train! Gotta love the space train. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of stuff that probably didn't need to carry with us, but good knowing we can upgrade some of this stuff. And we've got a bunch of pipes, that's absolutely fine. Okay, now It's not the ideal way to do it, but I also realize I don't care. Okay, well that is the least ideal way I could possibly have imagined. And at that point I do actually care a little bit. That is true, the space train doesn't turn around. In some ways I wish they kind of did, but that's alright. No. Oops. Hey Tower, how you doing? Good to see you. Yes, the factory is indeed still growing. As is the mantra of every Factorio player. As we must always remember, the factory must grow. Okay, now that should allow the rat to move. And should mean that we've got much happier supplies of... Oh, actually, did we start running out of iron there? That's not great. But we had another iron mine happening. Maybe not. I know this iron mine is just completely drained. Probably just delete that. Oh, it is starting to run out. That's not good. Okay, if we jump on now. Okay, it doesn't have any power right now, so that's gonna be a little bit of a problem, but... not sure why it's not going. Everything's got check marks. Oh. Apparently it was off. Wait, no, don't. Okay. Apparently I have a bunch of logistics drones now. I didn't really want them, but they're here now. Okay, so the rat should be good now. Oh, yep, absolutely. And what do you do as being a father? First thing you do is throw them into the void of space. That's how things work, right? It's how one should deal with children. If you have them, throw them to the void of space. I don't know, man. Alright then, so with that we should be getting in everything? Ooh, delete that. You don't want that. Just delete it. That sounds like it's ruining your like good times. I don't want to know how long I'm on my computer for. That's distressing news. You know what? Let's speed up everything. We just need way more of these. We should have left those pipes behind, but oh well, never mind. Okay, let's turn on my get my stuff back button. It's an important button because when you press it, you get your stuff back. Alright, 2 meteorites destroyed. Heck yeah! And we need another particle collider, it would seem. Oh yeah, we can probably stop doing that. We'll be fine without that happening continuously now. While we're on the planet, we should have also sorted out the thing with the Holomite, because I think that's broken at the moment. Due to a capsule went missing, I guess. Not quite sure what happened there, but... doesn't matter, it looks like these are being manufactured. Data cards are being made, albeit a little slower than I'd like to see. But eventually everything sort of finds its place and works it all out. We are still having a lack of these things, probably due to a lack of particle accelerators. But we've got stuck on the rat. You never want to get stuck on the rat, I don't need to tell you that. Okay, here we go. Now with this, we have a level 3 science, well, level 3 energy science. Comprehensive, if you will. And I will. We are going to need more space landfill. Scaffolding, I've just remembered it's called. But I might just call it space landfill for a while, because who's gonna stop me? Not the police. The police wouldn't dare. Not for any particular reason. I just don't think they'd dare. Okay. And with that, we can take these comprehensive bad boys. Boys are bad. You must always remember the badness of your boys. Okay. Space fill. Yeah, hey, well, I guess that's true. Yep. Absolutely right. It is space fill. What was I thinking? But see, when you say space fill, it just makes me think of a guy called Phil. Specifically, space fill. Exactly. You made 303,000. Space Phil is friend of Spaghetti Paul. Yeah, you know what? I accept this new cannon. Alright, how much scaffolding have we made? I need to be on the planet to show that properly. Uh, 111,000. So, I mean, somehow you've still made more than me. So well done. Well done, Valdak. You've made more than me. And if we do it like that... $0K scaffolding, that's an impressive number. Don't let anyone take that number away from you. That is your number. And you are special for having it. Okay. So with this, we should get more... There's more stuff. More energy insight. But, of course, the real challenge is actually making something of it. What did you need so much more scaffolding for? That's my question. Like, I thought I was wasting a lot of scaffolding. What are you doing with it all? Did you do nothing while I was away except play space exploration? Or are you just far more efficient at building than me? Don't answer that one. I can answer that one myself. I thought about the logic of that one. Went, yeah, that's a pretty obvious one. Okay. And we're going to need another space manufactorum. They're usually kept right over here. That is true. I mean, to be fair, your factory looks well designed and not as spaghetti as this. So, yeah, makes sense. I assume drones are dying. Yeah, a lot of construction drones die on the front lines. Why would you need to move it to another orbit? That's my question. This is not the way I like to do anything anymore, so that's kind of annoying. There's a lot of questions about what's happened here. What I could have done, put significant data and the insight in the same thing, but instead they're separated for some unknown reason. Well, if we do significant data, going that way. Okay. And then we bring in the clowns. Spaghetti is always most efficient in terms of space? Really? Spaghetti seems like the least efficient. We're gonna need holmium as well. Well, drat. That's gonna be a pain. Yeah, rocket section is gonna be a pain. I agree with that. Now, it looks like this doesn't actually limit how many things come along. So what I actually want to do is split this. Oh, but this isn't limiting it. It's going to be making infinite energy, and I don't want it to do that. The way this whole system was originally designed is different for how I do it now. Energy zeros. If it's less than 200, activate it. Energy science 2, going the other way, please. And then likewise, if energy science 2 is less than 200. Okay, something's leaving or coming in, I don't know what, but it sounds like it's having a good time regardless. Okay, that's probably fine. Now we also want to split this so that the energy science 2 can come up to here. Do the same thing with insight, because I don't learn my lesson and it's already been done this way, so. I started playing Celeste today. I know it's a super old game, but I was like, you know what? I gotta play Celeste. So I bought it today and I was like, you know what? It's time to play Celeste. It's a good game, he says, as if this was a new revelation to anyone. It's a really good game. How old is Celeste? It is super old, right? I mean, it's not super, super old, obviously. Like, I like how I typed super old as if instead of Celeste. How old is Celeste? It is 2018. Okay, it's not super old. But I mean, in terms of the cultural zeitgeist, you know, it's pretty old. I like how I just kind of shit-talked myself there. Oh, the cultural zeitgeist. Like, I don't need to shit-talk myself like that. And bought is funny? Why is bought being funny? Oh. Oh, yeah, well, I never got it. Like, I just acquired it. I've never acquired it. I've never gotten a giveaway. I just haven't got it. So I got it now. I mean, I know it's been a million... Yeah, but I've never actually got it. I've never even downloaded Epic, to be honest. I've just stayed away from it. I don't like some of their stuff. But anyway, my point is... Celeste, good game. I'm not great at it, because, let's be honest, it's not the easiest game in the world, but it's cool. Cool game. Don't think anyone's going to argue with me on that one. I mean, unless you don't like platformers, but then it's not really an argument so much as I just don't appreciate it. It's like, there's an assist mode. What does the assist mode do? Like, I did see the assist mode, but I was like, nah, I don't really want that. I want to just try and get these berries on my own and just get frustrated with it. Because I've been trying to get some berries. I haven't gotten all the berries, obviously. I think I might just either go back on them or I might just abandon somewhere and just never finish it. A close friend of mine, yeah, on a simpler game? No, I want to be challenged. I was thinking of like what other games I could play on the stream when I'm not playing Factorio, because I do want this to be Factorio focused, of course, but I want to occasionally play some other games. And I decided that I was going to keep trying to play games that are hard or difficult or required patience, with the idea that I wanted to keep trying to remain positive no matter what's happening. So games like Celeste and just try, well, you know, as like difficult platformers, not rage platformers. I don't want to friggin' play getting over it. Like, I don't think anyone has like that level of patience. Despite the fact that I know people who do play it and enjoy it, those people are insane. The point I was making was that yeah, I wanted to play games that are a little bit frustrating. Hexcel's Infinite requires patience. I like Hexcel's, but I don't know if it's particularly good for a stream. Oh wait, crap, that's not great. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy hex cells, but as I said, not great for a stream. But I was thinking something like Darkest Dungeon, for instance. And that way you get some participation as people name themselves after the heroes that, you know, inevitably die. Because that's fun, right? And I quite like Darkest Dungeon, to be honest. I don't think that's a controversial statement. I think a lot of people do like Darkest Dungeon. Not Darkest Dungeon 2, though, because I don't own Darkest Dungeon 2 yet. I'm waiting for it to actually release. Okay. Why did the... Why did those come those way? That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's my New Year's goal, to do a little bit more than just Factorio. I was looking at my streaming history and I was like, oh wow, I've been streaming since like March 10th. So, you know, streaming's been going pretty well for me. I've been enjoying it a lot. So, well, you know what? Just stream another game occasionally. I know I'm going to get complaints, but that's okay. Science Pack 3s? No, they should be Science Packs 2s. Science Packs 3s will never come through here. Literally impossible. Okay, you want to build some more solar panels, do you? Okay. Go for it, buddy. And then we don't actually have a plan for getting stuff out of here, so... Junk data cards as usual. Wonderful. Love it. And another ship has arrived, or leaving, I really don't know, because it makes the same sound regardless. And I'm going to be lazy, aka doing it correctly. Okay, and then that can go like that. Great. Or I was like, another game I really liked that I was like, maybe I'll stream that. So I was thinking of doing Cuphead. Now I've beaten Cuphead before, but I kind of want to try and get S rank on things, and that might be fun. Not S rank. What's like, beat the fight quickly, don't take damage, and get specials or get dodges, and that might be fun. Generally, the whole point is I'm just trying to remain positive the whole time while I'm getting my butt handed to me. You know, because that's a theme you could go with. Why? You know, I have more of these. We just need more significant data. Okay, well, what are we lacking? We're lacking energy insight, so we need to figure out how to get more energy insight. 2s and 3s seem to be the problem. It's not filling me with joy and optimism. And it's the squiggly boys. Where are the squiggly boys? Right there. No reason to be slow, so we'll just speed it up. Saying 21 megawatts. That should speed up quite a lot. Of course, data cards remain an issue. Why are data cards an issue? Probably glass. Now that is a thing I have not had a problem for in a very long time. Okay, that's fine. Glass is allowed to be a problem. I literally cannot stop it. Well, I can change that. Glass was your biggest problem for a while. Well, glass is just becoming my problem now. What is that? Okay, well, we could chuck those onto the rat as well. Glass on the rat is probably not a bad idea, in fact. It wouldn't be too difficult to get that popped into the rat. How much glass do we need? It's requesting 8,000 glass, which I think is an infinite amount of glass. Also, iron is looking real sad, and I'm not okay with this. Looks like we're consuming too much iron. Where's the problem with iron? Is it the fact that that's doing its darn best? That's making fuel. That's stone, I think, is more or less okay. Copper is fine. Stone is fine. You may need to just turn stone into glass somewhere else. Maybe there's a good place that we could make glass here and then send that into the rat. Because glass is actually pretty easy to make as long as you got the stone for it. And we've got the stone for it. But iron is the problem. There's a couple of plans. We could bring in a ship that just... Do we even have a planet available that... Do we have a planet available that just does iron? We do. Taishaku 10, which has Vitamelange as well, which we do need to consider at some point. But alternatively, we could take some from the Calidus asteroid belt. Or the Calidus asteroid belt 2. I think Calidus 1 will be fine. Although I'm not really seeing a lot of iron, but then again I can land the ship wherever the hell I bloody want, right? I mean, there's 8.8 million there. That is a significant amount of iron coming in every now and then. And we could just build a train line going across there. I'm a little worried. Does this train have enough fuel? Yeah. Oh, I guess it's getting the fuel from here, isn't it? Why is that not launching? Very valid point. Why is it not launching? It's waiting for an empty landing pad. What is wrong with the landing pad? Full of barrel. Well, honestly, that just sounds like a good position to be in. Okay, so do we consider getting more iron? I think we do. Okay. Well, if that's the case... Sorry, not iron. Iron and glass. Ugh. I forgot. I was like, yes, we could get more iron. I'm like, that wasn't even the problem. The problem was glass. Shit. What we need then is we need to make a new ship. Now, we're going to start with the bones of the big mistake. Big mistake hauler. Oh, just a big mistake. because we've since increased the amount of things we can build with these bones. Must be aligned to a 2x2 rail grid. Well, how about you just shut your mouth, buddy? Okay, so this was the big mistake. Now we've since gained an extra some percent. Actually, if we check, let's just press every button at once. Does this have, this is getting energy 3s in there. No energy 2s, which makes sense because it is trying to build ion engines. Okay. So let's grab the big mistake again. But there, it doesn't like that. It really does, to be honest. Lamps are just kind of rude that way. Okay. So if we do the integrity check, well, it's not done yet, of course, but okay, the integrity check. The good news is when it launches from the asteroid belt, it doesn't need as much fuel because it's still launching in space. Container stress is not going to be a problem because it doesn't have the container. So we need 200 steel and 100 concrete. Easily done. Okay. Now the integrity check. How are we looking? We've got plenty of space left. Do we need the storage tank? We absolutely don't, because that was designed for a different world. And we're going to request a chest. Maybe a kind of a weird one. No, we don't want a request for a chest, we just want a regular chest. The idea is the wooden chest is going to be bringing in the uranium. Are the bots assembling this? The bots are putting the wooden chest down. That's cool too. Thank you, bots. Really needed that. Okay. So we've got a lot more space. And we've got steam. What else do we want with this? I mean, we put more fuel in there, but why? Honestly, the only problem with the previous ship was that it couldn't really fuel itself. Speaking of things fueling themselves, the ship has returned. I don't know which one, but I don't really care. What this does lack, though, here's the thing that it lacks most of all. It lacks any way to be able to power itself if its batteries fall out. So we're going to give it a little bit of spikier front. And can we put one of these in there? Almost. Get rid of the lasers for now. Don't worry, we'll put them back in. I know everyone's worried about the lasers. Don't worry, they'll be back. And if we're going to do that, why don't we just put a good one in? You know, don't put a half measure in. Uh, 560 efficiency 6s. Wow, okay, well I've made 0 of those. That's okay, it's not a competition. What I'm saying anyway. All right. How do we feel about this now? Feeling okay. Now, we check the integrity now. Really haven't added that much danger to it. Could we add a bit more streamlinedness to it? Absolutely good. Well, I mean, to add some more streamlinedness, maybe we shouldn't have it like being this really boxy thing. I don't know what streamline means, guys. It's very difficult for me. And we'll just do a little bit more there. Get rid of those. What's the streamlinedness looking like now? 38, we reduced it. Oh. Prod does need vitamelange, and that is something that I need to think about at some point. Put another one of those in there? We can. Awesome. So we've got a little bit of power going on here. I mean, honestly, what do we do? Chuck a couple of accumulators in and hope that'll help? Yes, exactly what we do. And we really still have a lot of container stress available to us. Not sure how we're going to deal with that part. Okay, so the whole point of this ship is to go and get iron ore and then bring it back. That's the whole designation of this ship. So, the designation of this ship is to go get iron ore and then bring it back home. The question to you is, what are we calling this? Alternate between going sideways and up. Okay. So what are we calling this ship? Waiting for the good suggestions. How has that helped us? Check integrity. Oh, look at that. It makes 270. So what if we made it a little bit pointier at the front? Like that. 90. Damn. To make it a little bit pointier, and it's like, yeah, I love that. Alright, I do need a name for this before it goes off on its maiden voyage. Before that, though, I need to go get uranium cells, I suppose. I think I'm going to have a uranium cell train very soon. That might be required. What am I missing? I mean, It's doing 3.7, so instead of 400, it's doing 3.7. Okay. Well, okay. Wait, here's the correct answer. We should have some asteroid. So they're doing 103 instead of 60. They're doing about 50% extra, approximately. So if this is doing 50% extra, then the expected 800, that means they would be doing about 1.2 megajoules each. Which, to be honest, is not too different from what this is doing. I mean, it's doing a little bit less, but... do we need to worry about steam? You know what? I think we don't. I think so long as we have, like, another thing here, this thing should be able to power itself. We can push that one more out. Must be aligned to a 2x2 ground group. I remember asking your opinion, mate. I feel like that's just going to get hit by something. Okay, but that is a really dangerous idea. Why don't we build pylons? Like, a pylon just seems like the best thing to do here. Why have I never built them? I can't even answer that, because a pylon would just give me so much more power. Okay. Can we build a pylon on here? Absolutely. Pylon substation. They require regular pylons. That's okay. We might be short on holmium cables, because I think we're just short on holmium in general. Which is fine, because we're about to go back onto that planet. You know what? We're going to go back to the planet now. Let's go grab some clamps, though. Because we need... I don't know. How many clamps did I grab? 4? One for the planet, one for the moon, or one for the asteroid field. Yeah, so I need 2 more. That's fine. Okay, I still haven't got a name for this ship. I need a name for this ship. First name comes in. It's going to go to the asteroid field and it's going to bring back iron and copper ore. We need a name for it. First name is the winner. Not iron and copper ore, it's just going to bring back iron. Panda Express. Okay. Yep, I accept that. That's just what it's called. Okay, it's the Panda Express. Done. So, I'd love to get the pylons sorted before we leave. As we can. And now I'd like a pylon substation, please. Just one. Don't I have like a pylon substation here? Just a regular pylon, actually. Why don't we just chuck that on there? Do we have the solenoids? Probably not. I need to go find some solenoids. Oh, that makes me so annoyed. Yeah. Actually, we're about to run out of time for today, I've just realized. Bit of a shame, but... Okay. Hopefully we don't need too many solenoids. We needed 4. Okay, well we got enough. I know. Okay, so if we can put this in a really good spot, like right there, and we cut out all of these, that's powering the whole thing now, isn't it? Look at all this extra room for activities we have now. We'll put another laser here. So much room for activities. Okay, so this is going to land more or less where we want it on the other side. We don't actually want it to be doing anything particularly strange yet, so turn that off, and turn that off, because if you don't, it's going to launch itself like crazy and it gets really scary really quickly. Okay, but that's going to be a ship that we get prepared next time. Anchor on Novice. Yeah, well, I mean, this place almost looks like a good place for it. It's got fuel coming in through that line there, which is actually pretty good. Or alternatively, we can... When is next time? Next time, at this time, will probably be Thursday, because plans on Wednesday. So, regular scheduled time is the correct answer there. I can't help but notice that we didn't get the clamp. The clamp's not here. So that's not great. Probably needed that. Yeah, that's interesting. Don't know why that didn't come along for the ride. So what, if we just go back into space? Ah, that's not what I wanted. Just this clamping like, guys? So I think that clamp was, not installed properly. I'll assume that. Okay. So what we've got here is we've got the old... That will bring things in. That side doesn't matter so much. Fine. Okay, so that'll fill him up with fuel. Ah, fantastic. That's the best way to do it. That's so much fuel. Anyway, we are done for today. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching today. If you've enjoyed today and you're new here, please do consider giving a follow. I'd really appreciate it. And it's the best way for you to come back and witness the next madness that occurs here. If you really like today's stream, you can also consider subscribing, but do not feel like you have to. But if you've got an Amazon Prime sub just burning a hole in your pocket, you are more than welcome to use it here. I would certainly not say no. You can also view old episodes of this on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That is where I post all the old episodes, so if you want to go back and watch them, you can. So you can see where all this madness began. Or seems right. But yeah, you can witness where all this madness began, and that can be fun for people. Some people like that. You can also join my Discord by clicking on this link. That works. So you can join the Discord there. People chat about what they're doing in space exploration. It's a good group of people. So goodbye, Mighty Panda. I will be talking to you very soon because you're just over there. But yeah, that's what you can be doing. And with that, I am done for today. So thank you everyone for watching. I will next be streaming on Thursday. You can see my schedule down below. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you all next time. Take care, everyone. What's up with that head tilt? I don't know. Thanks.